Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Tombstone Tourist. This week, I'm deep in the heart of Dixie at the Elmwood Cemetery in Birmingham, Alabama. Elmwood is a large and historic cemetery that was established in about 1900 on 40 acres in the Homewood area of Birmingham. It was originally named Elm Leaf Cemetery, but when the cemetery was expanded in 1906, its name was changed to Elmwood. Over the years, the cemetery has been expanded several more times to its current size of 326 acres. Elmwood is the final resting place of more than 130,000 people, including Major League Baseball players, Civil War veterans, and at least 3 Alabama governors. A few weeks back, I visited the grave of legendary college football coach Bobby Bowden, who is resting just a few miles from here. This week, I'm going to be visiting another legendary college football coach, a man that college football fans know simply as the Bear, the longtime coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Coach Paul Bear Bryant. Paul William Bryant was born in Cleveland County, Arkansas on September 11, 1913. He was the 11th child, born to Wilson and Ida Bryant. By the time he was a teen, Paul was already standing 6 feet 1 inches tall and bigger than most kids in the community. When a traveling carnival sideshow came to town offering anyone $1 to wrestle a bear, Paul accepted the challenge, and as a result, people started calling him Bear. The name stuck, and from then on, he was known as Bear Bryant. He attended Fordyce High School, where he played football and was a member of the 1930 Arkansas State Championship football team. After graduating from high school, he played football for the University of Alabama, a member of the 1934 National Championship team. After graduating from Alabama, Bear accepted a position as the line coach for Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. But he would soon return to Alabama as an assistant coach under Frank Thomas. In 1940, he left Alabama and became the line coach at Vanderbilt. And in 1941, Bear was offered the head coaching job at Arkansas. He declined the position and joined the United States Navy after the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor. While serving in the Navy, Bear trained recruits and coached the North Carolina Navy pre-flight football team. One of the players he coached during this period was future Hall of Famer Otto Graham. During his naval service, Bear would rise to the rank of lieutenant colonel. After completing his Navy service, Bear accepted the head coaching job at Maryland. He spent 1 season in Maryland, leading the Terps to a 6-2-1 record. In 1946, he left Maryland and accepted the head coaching job at the University of Kentucky. Under his direction, the Wildcats made their first bowl appearance in 1947 and won their first SEC championship in 1950. That 1950 Wildcat team finished with a record of 11-1 and beat the number 1 ranked Oklahoma Sooners, coached by Bud Wilkinson, in the Sugar Bowl. Even though his football program at Kentucky was successful, he realized that Adolph Rupp's basketball program would always be the university's top program. Bear didn't like playing second fiddle and resigned following the 1953 season. Bear left Kentucky for Texas A&M, becoming the Aggies' head coach in 1954. The results of that first season in College Station was a miserable 1-9 record. But 2 years later, Bear Bryant's Aggies won the 1956 Southwest Conference Championship. The next year, the Aggies' star running back, John David Crow, won the Heisman Trophy, and the team was favored to win another championship, but a loss to Rice ended their hopes. Bear compiled a record of 25-14-2 at Texas A&M, but following the 1957 season, he would leave College Station and return to Alabama as the head coach of the Crimson Tide. For the next 25 years, Bear Bryant would become one of the most legendary figures in college football. At Alabama, he would coach such legendary figures as Leroy Jordan, Pat Trammel, Kenny Stable, and Joe Namath, while leading the Crimson Tide to 14 SEC championships and 6 national titles. At Alabama, he would become college football's winningest coach with a career record of 323 wins. For much of his life, Coach Bryant was a heavy smoker, and in 1977 he suffered a heart attack. His health continued to gradually decline, and in 1980 he suffered a mild stroke, followed closely by a heart attack in 1981. Despite his bad health, Coach Bryant continued to coach the Crimson Tide until the end of the 1982 season, when he announced he was retiring. His final game was a 21-15 Liberty Bowl victory over the University of Illinois. After the game, he was asked what he was going to do in retirement. Coach Bryant bluntly replied, "Probably croak in a week." 4 weeks later, Coach Bryant was again experiencing chest pains and was admitted to a local Tuscaloosa hospital. While being prepared for an EKG, Coach Paul Bear Bryant suffered a massive heart attack and passed away at the age of 69 on January 26, 1983. A month after his death, President Ronald Reagan awarded Coach Bryant the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1986. Today, the Crimson Tide play their home football games at Bryant-Denny Stadium, which was named in the honor of Coach Bryant and longtime University President George Denny. In front of the stadium is Champions Walk, where there's a statue of Coach Bryant, along with the statues of Alabama's other national championship coaches. Just a short distance from Bryant-Denny Stadium is the Paul W. Bryant Museum. It's a wonderful museum and a fitting tribute to not only Coach Bryant, but to Alabama football in general. The museum contains a number of artifacts that belong to Coach Bryant, like his coat and houndstooth hat, his office desk, and an amazing crystal replica of that trademark hat. Well, this is where I'm going to end this video. If you remember Coach Bryant, please share your memories with us in the comments. If you enjoy these videos, I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already done so. And a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. Now, until next time, remember, life is a wonderful journey. Be sure to take time and enjoy it. And I'll see you down the road. So long, everybody.